night and day.
They scrubbed and they cleaned and they carried and kept it all over the site and they needed to get
Now after a week, an announcement was told. A local lad, Charming, as Ceilidh would hold.
Their excitement was played, and everyone knew when service team was invited, it would be one amazing day.
Then along came the bad guys, the villains of our stories, from the sub-camps and centrals, and maybe Ballamody.
With a great load of chores that needed completed, they told them to set to or the Ceilidh they wouldn't get treated.
And so yet again, with a frustrated sigh, they set to their work, their sights still set high.
They worked and they worked, they toiled for hours, yet at last they finished, and with time for a shower.
With a sigh of relief, then a squeal and a shout, they slung on some tinsel and were about to head out.
When from around the corner came a familiar sight, it was their evil step-in-laws looking for a fight.
Now where do you think? They began in a chorus. You are headed tonight, creating such a rocket.
Have you finished your chores? Do you have permission? You must have jobs to do. Surely that's your mission.
We have done, we have. They protested as one. We're off to see Charming. Our work is all done.
Oh, it's not! Oh, yes, it is! Oh, it's not! Oh, yes, it is!
We don't care what you say, the in-laws continued. There's still lots to do, which is really the issue.
There are kitchens to clean and lunches down loos. How could you think of dancing when there's still so much to do?
And with that, the in-laws put down their foot, stole the service team's tinsel and left the point moot.
The team were so sad, they were down in the dumps. They started to cry and kicked off their pump.
Just when their last hope was driven away, along came a fairy with something to say.
Don't lose faith, she proclaimed. You can still dance tonight. You just have to put up a fight.
These jobs are not yours. It's not fair what it asks. I banish this list and with it the task.
Now the fairy and friends were soon rid of the chore and then set about to achieve some more.
They replaced the tinsel with love and care, and then set out to find some way to get the team there.
How?
Now here was a beast, not quite fit for the task of a well-timed changing of a mask.
And spin!
There stood two escorts with helpful knights, and then there was really no need for the mice.
So off they all trotted, all hyper and keen, to see the young Charming, the man of their dreams.
Just as they went, Fairy called them to say, "Be home by 11, for you've had a long day."
When they arrived at the tent, Ceilidh started, but they searched the room and then the crowd parted.
From a distance they spotted a well-sculpted prince. It was Charming they knew, they recognised his mints.
It seemed as though he had spotted them too as he made his way through the virtual.
Then yet again, the villains of the piece, the step-in-laws appeared set on breach of the peace.
We've told you and told you. You can't be here tonight. You can't distract Charming from this fine sight.
You're young and you're tired and you've got work to get done. Why have you broken the rules? Your trouble's just begun.
And then Charming himself arrived at the spree. Whatever's going on, he was heard to say.
Whatever's going on. Hello, trouble.
The dame greeted their host. "Stay out of the fight, sir. Surely that wouldn't please you most."
I thank you, kind man, but as you can see, I can think for myself. My thoughts are quite free.
Prince Charming informed them with a nod and a wink. I've had words with a fairy who saved them from the brink.
That fairy has told me the work very hard. The service team is a credit, you lumps of lard.
And with that he pulled out his weapon of choice, a fearsome bubble gun, and cleared his voice.
Not in my nature, a challenge I prefer. Leave this good team alone, or face what I can offer.
The step-in-laws huddled. They converged for a second before they turned and ran from a fort of
As into the distance our villains all fled, the service team turned to their hero, their glee easily read.
That night they danced and they danced, they sang and they ate, they enjoyed the freedom that had been missing of late.
Charming danced with them, but always content to remain at a distance, no harm had he meant.
He was their protector, they thanked him for that. They'd even put up with his slightly strange hat.
But as 11 approached and bells started to peal, even Charming could not their curfew repeal.
Now ladies, I know you've been partying along, so off to bed with you, and then perhaps a good night song?
Thank you! But no, they have all called as one. We're sleepy already, with all our jobs done.
Well then, remember, he continued with a smile, you may find tomorrow a better day by a mile.
After all, tonight is the eve before Christmas Day, when we all know who comes to pay a visit.
That he left it without even a peep, and so word from the Ceilidh they soon fell asleep.
Now, our story is almost done, but another has just begun. For when they all slept, someone else had a job to be done.
He crept through the slide without even a sound, delivering gifts to good children he found.
To some he gave Barbies, all smelling of grapes. To some he delivered just coal for the crate.
But to all of you who have stayed here to see this, you might have brought something you won't want to miss.
Everyone to the brand!
See it by yourself!